What's up, you guys? Cece back with a new video, and today's video, as you can see from the title, is going to be another foundation review. If this is your first time watching me or my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, make sure you go ahead and click the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you can always be notified of all of my future videos, because you never want to miss a single upload, okay? Okay. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at YvetteLovesBeauty, and make sure you're following my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley TV. So let's jump right in and get started. The eyes are already complete. I ended up pulling out an old palette that I haven't used in a while, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. This palette is really gorgeous, so I ended up pulling that out to use on the eyes, and I have a new pair of lashes, the Ardell Professional Naked Lashes. That's what I used today. They look like that, so yes, that's what we have on. So this video is going to be all about MAC for the face. I'm going to be using all MAC products. Really excited because they did come out with a brand new stick foundation. I showcased that in my last makeup haul. So if you guys haven't seen that, tap that eye right up there. It'll take you right to that video. But you guys were all asking me, girl, I want to see that foundation in action. So of course I had to do a review and a wear test for you guys. So this is what it looks like. It is called the MAC Studio Fix Stick Foundation, and it just looks like that. I got my regular shade, and it's NC45, and this is a soft matte finish. So before I add it to the face, I'm just gonna read you some of the claims of the foundation. Okay, so when you go on the MAC website, here are the claims of the foundation. It's an on-the-go multitasking foundation stick with a natural matte finish, shine-free, oil-free, medium buildable coverage that lasts for 24 hours without creasing. Big claims right there, okay? And it also comes in 33 shades, okay? So MAC's putting a lot on this stick foundation. Now, you guys know I like the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation from MAC. It was like my first real high-end foundation that I really started to get to know and love. Studio Fix is the iconic line in the MAC brand, so coming out with the stick foundation is pretty big for them. So we're gonna go ahead and start to apply it. No, we're not, because we have to prime, okay? So I'm gonna use this MAC primer, and this is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Refined Zone Treatment. I don't use this normally as a primer, so I'm actually going to mix this with my Fenty matte primer. That's kind of my go-to primer these days. This is like a really liquidy primer, and I don't know, just not what I would use for a primer. It does feel really good on the skin though. It almost feels like a matte moisturizer. Almost feels like a matte moisturizer. Maybe I'll have to try that on its own one day. But I'm going to take a small bit of the Fenty, and I'm just going to add it to my skin. And I know I've said this before, but a lot of people ask why I prime my face when I'm doing foundation reviews. And that is because I prime my face every single time I do makeup. So it wouldn't be a true review on my part if I didn't prime my face first. It just wouldn't be an accurate result, because I prime my face every single time I do makeup. So that is why I prime my face. If you don't prime your face and you want to try this foundation, then don't prime your face. Pretty simple. So let's go ahead and take the stick foundation. That's how it looks. Let's see how much product you get. So that's how much product you get in the foundation. That's pretty standard for a stick foundation. Doesn't go much higher than that, but we're just gonna and I hope you guys like the lighting. I am in completely natural lighting right now, so trying something new. So as I look at this foundation, FYI, it's a little light. I just got back from Cabo, and so I'm a little darker right now. So that's what we're looking at right here. But NC45 is my correct shade. So I just want to say that it will be my shade again in about 2-3 weeks. Just give it some time. But I did want to do this foundation review for you guys. So I will be blending it out using the MAC blending sponge. This is my first time trying this. I actually bought this sponge on the way to Cabo. I thought I left my foundation sponges. So we had a layover in Atlanta and I purchased this sponge. Like, we booked it to the MAC store in the Atlanta airport because I thought I left my makeup sponges. And I was like, well, I know MAC has at least a foundation brush that I can use. And so I went into the MAC store. I didn't even know they had a sponge, but I went into the MAC store, got this sponge, and so I'm going to try it out today. I didn't end up leaving my makeup brushes, by the way. So I used the ones I had, but I want to try this one out. And as I blend that foundation out, that didn't have a lot of coverage. You guys see that? That did not have a lot of coverage at all. So we're going to add another layer and see. Yeah, that blended almost out to nothing. Just try it again. And FYI, this sponge is okay. I'm not loving it, and I probably won't be using it very much because I'm just not loving it. But as far as the foundation, I'm getting a light to medium coverage out of it, but that is it. It's definitely not giving me the coverage that I thought I would see. Yeah, I'm not getting the coverage that I thought I would get from it. I mean, that's medium coverage at best. Yeah. There we go. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It actually looks really good on the skin. It sinks into the skin really nicely and it looks like skin. Like, I can barely tell that I have on foundation right now. Like, it looks pretty good, but if you have something to cover, this isn't gonna help you. I mean, I can barely tell that I have on foundation right now, and I was the one that just put the damn foundation on. So that's a good thing for some people. For someone like me, who I'm like, I could have took a little more coverage maybe. But it looks good though. What do you guys think? So that's that side. It looks good. It looks good. Not over the top amazing, but it looks good. It looks good and it looks very, very natural. So yeah, it looks really natural. We're gonna have to test this out like outside in the elements and stuff, but it looks really natural. So, all right, let's move on and do the rest of the face, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm trying to work with this sponge, y'all. I can't even keep working with this sponge. So I'm gonna take my, this is my Eco Tool sponge. I love these Eco Tool sponges. And I'm gonna use that to blend out this other side because that sponge is awful. Sorry, MAC, but that sponge is awful. face. It is right now 12:31. Can you guys see that? There we go. It's 12:31 in the afternoon, and so I'm gonna go all day with this makeup. I'll check in with you guys throughout the day and do some little check-ins on the foundation to see what we're looking like, if we're melting off, if we're not melting off, what's it doing, and yeah, I'll come back with my final thoughts later on. Okay, see you guys later. Okay, y'all, so here we are. This is several hours into the makeup wear, and we are outside. I just went and picked up my girls. It is 2:55 in the afternoon, if you guys can see that. So we're about 3 hours into wearing this makeup, and as you can see, it's a little worn, but the more I wear it, I mean, the foundation is actually really beautiful. It had more coverage than I think I gave it credit for when I was in my filming space, but this is what we're looking like up close and personal. As you can see, we have a little oil seeping through on the sides of the nose, which is pretty normal for me, but I mean, other than that, it looks pretty good. It just looks a little lived in, which it has been for the last few hours. I've been out and about running some errands, and this is where we are. So I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of hours and let you know what we still look like. What's up, you guys? So I'm here with my second update, and it is 5:38. You guys see that? 5:38 in the PM, and so I've had this, there we go. I've had this foundation on for about 5 hours. I just took a nap, y'all, and woke up, and this is what we're looking like. So I think it is now officially time to blot, but as you can see, I mean, we're just oily up in this area, oily up in this area, a little oily up here, and the chin is fine, but really it's just like these 3 areas. So I'm gonna do a little blotting, and I'm not gonna touch up with any powder or anything. You guys know I don't do that because I don't really do that on the go. So I want to mimic an actual day where I'm like at work or somewhere like that, where I'm not blotting with powder. I'm probably taking a napkin and just blotting my face. So that's what we're gonna do, and then I'll show you guys what the foundation looks like, and we'll continue wearing it for the rest of the night. I'll probably end up doing like 8 hours because I do have some housework to finish up. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna wear the foundation while I do it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take a regular paper towel, and I'm going to blot. Now, one thing about this foundation, the foundation is still intact. So it hasn't broken up anywhere. As you can see, the rest of my makeup's still on too. I still see my blush. I still see my bronzer. So the lips are gone, but everything else is still intact, which to me is an indication of a good foundation. Like when all of my makeup is gone on top of the foundation, that indicates to me, let me get you some light, but that indicates to me that that's not a foundation that plays super well with other makeup products. So I mean, like I said, the rest of my makeup is still intact. My cheek makeup, it's been 5 hours, so I think we're looking pretty good for 5 hours, but that's where we are. So I'm gonna keep wearing this foundation, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so I'm here for my last and final update of this foundation. It's been a long day. Your girl's about to get this makeup off. It is 7:58. If you guys hear other things, sorry, I have a family. But it's 7:58 at night, and this is what, let's focus. There we go. This is what we look like. I blotted, what was that, at 5:30? So about 2.5 hours ago, and I think it still looks pretty good. This is 8 hours of wear, 7.5 hours of wear, and I actually think we look pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do, well, I'll wait to take off my lashes. I love these lashes, but yeah, 7.5 hours of wear. I don't think we're looking too shabby. Obviously the oil is coming through on the sides and a little bit on the forehead, but other than that, I think this foundation is a go. This foundation actually wears a lot better than the the Studio Fix liquid foundation. So that is a good thing. It wears actually a lot better, because that foundation had me oily in like 3 hours. It's so good. It's so full coverage. It's so beautiful, but I get so oily with that foundation. It's crazy. So this one actually wears a little better. Stick foundations seem to wear a little better on me than liquid foundations actually, but I get the coverage and I feel like more of the flawlessness from the liquid foundation. So yeah, this is it. If you guys have any questions about this foundation, maybe something that I didn't answer or I didn't address in this video, please let me know. But for now, I think we're gonna give this 2 thumbs up. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. And if there's ever any other products that you want me to review or anything like that, y'all know you could just let me know, okay? I love you guys. Bye.